All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you can tell from the title, Kevin Porter Jr. was... Oh my God, I dropped my phone. Kevin Porter Jr. was recalled from the G League about an hour ago. This is awesome because I actually made a Kevin Porter Jr. video a couple of days ago where I was wondering because they were one win away from getting the 8 seed in the G League playoffs. And I want to say the championship game for the G League playoffs is March 15th. Obviously, we resume basketball play on March 11th, I think is the Rockets' next game. So that was kind of an interesting little thing, didn't really know what to do. I also believe KJ Martin will be recalled from the G League if he has not already, but he is expected to play in the second half for us if he has not been recalled yet. Here's what to expect from Kevin. He averaged about 24 points. I think it was 7 assists and then like 6.7 rebounds. It was something like 24, 6, and 7. Shot about 44% from the field, played about 36, 38 minutes a night. I am so excited because the reason he was in the G League was to further develop as a point guard. And this is exactly what the Houston Rockets need. Whether or not you love John Wall 2 years from now will no longer most likely be a Houston Rocket. So in the meantime, if they don't trade Victor Oladipo, if they don't trade John Wall, Kevin Porter Jr. will at least get some runtime, but that's just my main concern is if Victor Oladipo doesn't get traded, well, there's an issue here because, Kevin went to the G League to become a point guard. He was a shooting guard, so you could probably throw him at small forward, but I highly doubt they'll do that. So my guess is he would come off the bench if they don't trade Depot, which is, I don't really know. So I fully expect them to trade Victor Oladipo, but just kind of playing around with hypotheticals. So I would say, whether he's playing point guard, whether he's playing shooting guard, I definitely think by at least the end of the season, he will be getting consistent 30 minutes a night as long as he's doing what he does. So I would say, I said this in my last video, I would say I would expect at least 15 points per game. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but, this cat's really good. Like, he really is good. Some people thought we were crazy when we were saying Christian Wood. I came out, you guys remember, I kind of debuted as a Rocket YouTuber. I come out onto this scene and I'm saying Christian Wood 20 and 10, put it in pen. And, slow your roll. But I truly believe that Kevin Porter Jr. will average at least 15 points per game this season, no matter the minute. I think that efficiency might play a significant role. So I don't know about, percentages. If you're playing fantasy, if you're in a category league, I still would definitely pick up Kevin. I picked up Kevin a week ago. I am in a category league. 15 points per game, maybe, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, something like that, I think is what you could expect at the very minimum. Shooting the ball, 44% in G League. That's, as I was just saying, that's kind of my only concern with Kevin outside of playing time is that shooting the ball in the G League, shooting the ball in the NBA, the best part about Kevin is he's already been in the NBA. So he's used to the fast-paced NBA style. I don't think his efficiency, I don't think it will be a problem, but it is something I'm definitely going to monitor through his first 15 games, I want to say, specifically from the three-point, because he can get to the rim, he can drive, he can do all that good stuff. So 15 points per game at the very least. I'm actually really curious what you guys think, how much you guys think he'll score this season, because if you watch the G League highlights, this dude's a walking bucket. And I understand that it's a G League, it's it's AAA baseball, whatever, it's not the pros. But man, you can see in the highlights, I got the same highlights from the last game of the season or the second to last game of the season. And, this dude is a hooper. He's extremely athletic. He's extremely versatile. He's quick. He's got handles. And he was just thrown into the G League to further develop all of this, to mature more, to get back into shape. And I think we have an actual NBA star on our hands. I don't know if he'll break out to a star this season, but honestly, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out looking like Christian Wood. If they come out and they trade Victor Oladipo, Kevin Porter Jr. is a starter. Maybe they even trade John Wall, man. If Kevin Porter Jr. comes into this league averaging 32 minutes a night, I wouldn't be surprised if he's putting up numbers like Christian Wood, where you're like, oh my goodness, hold the phone. This dude is a fucking beast. A couple of months ago, Shaquille O'Neal, the Rockets are on TNT. Shaquille O'Neal's like, I don't even know who the hell you were, Christian Wood. First off, that only is going to motivate Christian Wood. He's about to have an incredible second half. I wouldn't be surprised if the exact same thing happens with Kevin Porter Jr., but a lot of people know about Kevin Porter Jr. because, first off, the Cavs, they gave away his locker, threw his shit in a closet. Kevin gets mad, throws some food. We don't really, kind of know the whole story, But, fuck, man, I am just so excited. I cannot wait for our first game. I really can't. I think it's just going to be absolutely incredible because all these young guys, man, hopefully they pull up a lot more young guys like Amari Brooks. I mean, that dude, Amari Brooks is literally what the Houston Rockets are kind of missing on this team right now, is that consistent three-point shot. It used to be Ben McLemore, but when you don't play Ben McLemore consistent minutes every night, he's not going to be that consistent shooting the ball every single time he shoots. So we need that kind of reliant three-point shooter, and Amari Brooks is just that. I know this is a Kevin Porter Jr. video, but, guys, our G League team is extremely talented. Trevelyan Queen as well. KJ is pulling up. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. So, anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I love you guys, and I'll probably see you later tonight. Peace.